Hello guys, it's Nerpo, and today's video is let me tell you what today's video is. First of all, I want to say, since it's Halloween tomorrow, since it's Halloween soon, I'm going to tell you a scary story about Halloween. I'm going to tell you a scary story that I made up. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so one day, a guy named George Sniffer, was working at a donut shop. The guy was just doing his job. He was making donuts. He was making donuts for the customers, and his boss, he greets when his boss comes over, Mr. Thunder Muffin. George Sniffer says, hey bruh, how's it going? And then Mr. Thunder Muffin says, get back to work, you lazy rat, or something. And then George Sniffer, he got mad. He got heck mad. So what did George Sniffer do? George Sniffer did something that was here's what George Sniffer was going to do. He was going to get back at his boss, Mr. Thunder Muffin. He was going to dress as a big, giant, scary-looking donut to scare him. Yes, he was. So, one night, George Sniffer created his own donut costume. He worked hours and hours and hours on it until it finally became perfect. The perfect donut costume. He disguised himself. So he disguised himself as this big, giant, sprinkled pink donut. And then he came to Mr. Thunder Muffin's house at midnight. Mr. Thunder Muffin heard a knock on the door. Mr. Thunder Muffin started to get scared. Not scared. He went downstairs as they woke him up from sleeping. When Mr. Thunder Muffin opened, nothing was there. He started to act curious, so he just went back to bed. But little did he know that something was out to harm him. He heard noises all across his house, like, rah, rah, Mr. Thunder Muffin, you evil reptilian, you. Mr. Thunder Muffin started to get worried. He wasn't afraid, but he was starting to get a little suspicious. Mr. Thunder Muffin, you are going to pay for what you have done to me. Mr. Thunder Muffin started to get scared. He could no longer take it. Although he just thought this was a rouse. But suddenly his windows started to crack. His doors started to shake. His house started to shake. His doors started to crumble. Everything he knew, everything. His house was getting destroyed. Mr. Thunder Muffin was starting to get a little scared, but not big scared. But then Mr. Thunder Muffin, when he saw that his son was tied to a chair and that this big donut costume monster thing. It was George Sniffer. He started to scream all over the room. He started to scream. The big giant donut scared him. He ran upstairs, he ran downstairs. Everywhere he went, the big giant donut was there. And then when he finally had enough, he started to fight the big giant donut. And then eventually he found out who the suspect was. It was George Sniffer, his employee at the donut shop. Mr. Thundermuffin asked, why did he do this? Because he was saying mean things to his employee, and that he usually gets paid only $6 an hour and not $15 an hour. Mr. Thundermuffin apologized to George Sniffer. He made it up to him. He said that, look, man, I'm sorry for what I did. Can you forgive me? And then he said, okay, I'll forgive you. And then Mr. Thundermuffin said, and then George Sniffer was happy, and Mr. Thundermuffin gave everything George Sniffer had offered. The end. That was my Halloween story. Hope you were scared, hope you were not. It's okay, just a fun story to tell. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye.